morning. We have with us Dr. Prashant Saxena, Director and Head of Department of Pulmonology and Critical Care at the Fortis Hospital, Vasant Kunj, Delhi. We welcome you, Doctor, to the NATCO Pharma Specialty Criticon 2024 studio. We look forward to listening to your advice for the young generation doctors in the space of critical care associated with bacterial resistance. My first question to you is, how do you foresee the changes in critical care management?
I think critical care is a expanding branch, and developments have been there for the last decade. And nowadays, we are seeing a lot of development in terms of newer antibiotics, newer ventilatory technologies, newer monitoring techniques, including invasive hemodynamic monitoring, and also devices for patient welfare. So these all changes have really done a lot for the development of the critical care. Especially, I would like to mention the recent changes in the antibiotic management strategies and the antibiotic stewardship, which we are following nowadays. That has really changed the outcome of patients with sepsis and septic shock in the ICUs.
Um, what is your advice to the young ICU doctors to enhance patient care?
I think one of the most important aspect of patient care in intensive care is communication. So communication should be very good. We should be very clean and open to the patients. Then obviously empathy and a responsibility, understanding the patient as well as the family needs is also very important. Not only this, you have to keep yourselves updated with the recent knowledge, not only of the antibiotics, but also of the other aspects of critical care like nutrition, ventilatory management, care of the patient, bed sore management, then infection control in the ICUs, visitation policies, and also communication. So these are very important for you because it's a overall, challenge to treat the patient. You have to look at the patient in a holistic approach. It's not a unidirectional approach, and one must combine multimodalities for managing critical care.
I love what you said about communication to the patient and being open, especially. So that's a wonderful advice. What is the prevalence of carbapenemus producing bacteria in your practice, and what are the best treatment options?
So I think uh, carbapenems resistant bacteria are definitely are on the rise. And in my last 2 decades of practice in intensive care, I have seen almost a 2 to 3 fold rise in these bacteria in my clinical practice. And we encounter a lot of sick patients, especially those who are referred to us, especially those who are already exposed to antibiotics. These patients are the ones who are tested positive for these kind of bacteria. And outcome, mortality, morbidity, length of ICU stay, all of these are increased in patients who produce these carbapenemase resistant bacteria. It is not only difficult to treat them, but sometimes it is very difficult to choose what to give and how to treat these patients. So my advice will be to follow the antibiotic stewardship protocols. One must keep themselves updated with the various guidelines and the recent trends which have come up. For example, early testing for carbapenemase resistance. We have got tests now which can tell you about the resistant genetic mechanisms in various bacteria, like the Carba Expert test. You can early utilize these tests so that you can know at least my patient is having a carbapenemase resistance early. And then you have got various antibiotic choices, which include the recent molecules which have come up, like you can use polymyxins, you can use uh, ceftazidime, avibactam combinations, and then obviously you can combine these with other antibiotics, which are like the tetracycline group, which include minocycline, and then inhaled antibiotics are also coming up, which can be used in these patients. But overall, our understanding of the genetic mechanisms is very important in managing these patients.
Dr. Prashant, I think that's 20 years of experience that you have shared with us, and thank you for that valuable insight. We really appreciate your time at the NATCO Pharma Specialty Studio this morning, and we wish you all the